We're in Gillespie. Hey, we're gonna take a walk. We're not taking the van, we're gonna take a walk. So this house here isn't the house that I grew up in. My mom and stepdad just recently built that. The house that I grew up in used to be right there. It burned down, but it looked like this. And this hill here, I have lots of G.I. Joes buried somewhere deep in those hills. And this is South 2nd Street. Spent most of my years as a child, I've been on this street. I'll show you the other 2 houses I lived on this street growing up. And this is the house that I spent about 2.5, 3 years in when I was in high school. The best thing about this house is the basketball hoop that still remains. Spent many of days playing ball on that hoop. And when I was about 5 years old, 6 years old, and almost 7, I lived in this house for a couple years. What do you got there, Avery? This is the hill when I was 7 years old, riding my bike. The wheel fell off. I went over, broke my jaw on both sides, shattered my teeth, cut open my chin, and that's why I still have teeth issues today. It's a gift that keeps on giving. 33 years ago. The first thing that I remember as a child was growing up here. So technically, it's the projects of Gillespie, low-income housing, but this was my first home. This is the church I grew up in, First Christian Church. Pastor, Art Romer. Speaking of Pastor Art Romer, look who just drove by. That's right, Gillespie, home of the Miners. Gillespie Miners, 1995, boys basketball. As a kid, I didn't appreciate what I had just on my property. Walnut trees.
Wait, is this a nut?
Yeah, it's a walnut.
What?
Yoink.
See, he's looking at.
Oh, it's gonna be on the vlog. Gonna be on the vlog.
Savvy now.
Ditching the kids with my mom. Rochelle and I are heading to get some groceries. Here we come, Aldi's. Here we come. Hey, it's no Whole Foods. But I heard it's up to its game in the last few years. Let's check it out.
My memories of 20 years ago shopping here are
Kicking in?
not good. Listen to the woman at the checkout talk about how she wouldn't know what she would do if she didn't have an Aldi's to shop at.
Yeah.
Like you manage.
See, when you go to school as a kid, and if you get picked on, it's called a bully. But if you grow up and you get picked on and get beat up by your brother, this is called being a big brother. Do you feel bad about beating me up so much?
I don't remember beating you up, Rob.
We're only at Ma's house.
Yeah, put movies on for the kids so we can take a walk with adults. It's just what we do.
I'm ready. Kidless walk. Sign me up. Represents well.
Go stand over there with your Canadian flag. Represent. As you can see, my mom has quite a bit of property, and so I had some people down here hunting on it. And you guys look serious there, all in your camo.
Huge squirrel, man. That's a record out there. You got me.
Rest in peace, my little wooded friend. Rest in peace. Just for the record, I'm not judging. Growing up, I hunted a fair share of squirrel and rabbit. And yes, we did eat it. And yes, it does taste like chicken.